downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. It's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. And then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Rams.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNear. Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes locates Mooney on the out route.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Rams 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Hey, 43, 15. Go, baby.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Nothing can stop him. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told. But they're still looking at a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Rams have the 1st points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Powell fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
1st down, how to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
The Lions at 10-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Jacobs pushing his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need for it to happen now.
Now throwing on first down here.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On first down, Howell.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
15. Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Mahomes now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on second and 10. Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
43! 43!
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Number 6. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Powell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. So here we go, 4th down. Howell
being chased out left toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Howell.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Howell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes.
Finding Gray on the out route.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. 2nd down and 3. And Howe will throw it.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A 10-yard gain.
Fourth down. Howell. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Jacobs going to try the middle. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll go as a gain of 4. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead. So an incredible turn of events there. The final play in the half results in a blocked field goal return, and the lead changes hands with zeros on the clock.
Can you imagine the confusion going through the brain of the head coach right now? Because it changes the pep talk, doesn't it? He's ready to go in and read them the riot act. Instead, all of a sudden, he's winning. What does he say to the team now?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Second and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And once more, Howell back to the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Tucker's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team
taking it right down Broadway. The 20. Touchdown, LA. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time, that a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter. Second and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL on first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to Mooney.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone this way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. For 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Powell. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off-play action. It's Howell.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell going to throw right side here. Complete. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Powell now to throw it.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st down, Howell to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's good. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
On 2nd and goal, Powell. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Powell, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick-6. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Mahomes. And now here's another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And they'll indeed take a knee. We'll
see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And they will take a knee here. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one